Welcome back to the broadcast on our special Memorial Day special. We're celebrating our country today, and we have a very special person here today. Jason Morgan became paralyzed from the waist down on a narcotics mission in South America. He was a member of the Air Force Special Operation Command, but that's actually just the beginning of his story, and he's here to share the rest of it with us today. Happy Memorial Day to you, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So you were in South America on a special mission. Next thing you know, you wake up 2 months later in a coma, and your life is forever changed.
Yeah, it was not really words to describe it. And first of all, I want to say that I'm very fortunate for Steve Sutherland. He was an American missionary that was there that saw our vehicle at the bottom of the hill as we were trying to evade a very dangerous situation. And as he went down the hill is when he saw me, because I flipped out of the vehicle and then it rolled over the top of me, so I was face down in the water and slowly drowning, just ingesting this muddy water as I tried to take breaths. And he's the one that brought me to safety. And then shortly after is when I went into a coma, and I woke up 2 months later in San Antonio at a hospital.
And upon waking up, you find out that you were paralyzed from the waist down.
Right.
What are your next steps as a man, as someone who served your country, as someone I'm sure with a lot of pride? Where are you left in that moment? Because it didn't get any easier.
No, it didn't. And you know, like I said, it's hard to take steps to recovery when your legs don't work, you know, so to speak. And yeah, it was very difficult. I mean, it was at first maybe I was in denial, and then it was just trying to get my life back together. And I had 3 young boys at the time. And
you were going through a divorce during this time as well, with
right
3 young
afterwards.
boys raising them by yourself.
Yeah, so a year later, yeah, my wife ended up leaving, so I really didn't have time to feel sorry for myself because I had 3 young boys to take care of. So they kind of kept me going.
Now,
but it was,
you had a friend next to you, a 4-legged friend,
right,
next to you during this time, Nepal.
Right.
Tell me about your relationship with this special dog.
Nepal was a black lab that I got from Canine Companions for Independence, and they have a great military initiative program. And I found out that I could get a dog, and I applied, and they put the veterans right in the front of the line. And, you know, I always wanted to see a picture of them there. I miss them a lot. But they, you know, he really just changed my life. It wasn't just the things that he did for me. He knew like over 50 commands, but it was the companionship. I always had someone with me, like a battle buddy. He knew when I wasn't doing good, and he just really turned my whole life around, gave me much more of a positive attitude.
Does having, because I have a dog, and then she's everything to me, but I can imagine the sense of dependency you had on Nepal. Talk to me about that. You said the word companionship, but it was so much more than that.
He was really a member of our family. And, you know, I never went anywhere without him. I mean, he went with me 24/7. And, you know, it was a lot of days when, you know, I had a lot of pain. I spent 3.5 years in the hospital,
wow,
or in my first 7 years of my injury, and I think over like 30 surgeries. So, you know, it was a lot of down days, and in those days that I didn't even want to get out of bed. But when I got in Nepal, he was, you know, I always made it, you know, I'm always going to get up to do something with him. And he's like, you know, sometimes if I stayed in bed a little late, he'd come up there and just kind of, you know, put his head up on the bed and was like, come on, buddy, let's go. So I always made a point to get out with him, and it always made my day better doing that.
Since, now you've been on our show before with Nepal, and sadly, Nepal is not with you anymore.
Yeah.
But you have a new 4-legged friend.
I do.
Introduce your new friend to us
Nepal.
today.
Nepal, come here, buddy. Lap. Sorry to wake you up. Lap.
Hello.
So this is Rue.
Hello, Rue. And y'all already seem very comfortable with one another.
We do, yeah. We're bonding very
And you've
very
had
well.
him only 4 days.
Right, I just brought him home Sunday.
So talk to me about that transition period with a new dog. Is it fun? Is it frustrating a little bit? Are y'all still kind of, how long does that learning curve take place?
It's a while. It's, you know, you're always learning.
You are so cute.
You know about the dog, right?
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
I'm used to that. No, it does take a while to...
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But, you know, he learns my routines and stuff, and you know, it takes a while, but you know, he's adjusting very well. I mean, he knows over 50 commands. Good girl, sit.
Wow.
And, you know, we're just trying to just kind of intermingle our lives together, because really they become a part of your lives. And, like, when I go out a certain doorway, she'll go back and shut it for me, different things, and that's just stuff that we're kind of learning how to do. And gets my clothes out of the dryer when I can't reach it, and haven't taught her how to fold them yet, but
Well, when you
working on
do,
that.
send her over to my house,
Okay,
too.
we'll do that.
Now, we're celebrating, obviously, Memorial Day today here at the broadcast. We've kind of all talked about what Memorial Day means to us. I'm sure you have a different feeling of what it means to you. Can you give us a quick little insight to that?
It is, and I like what y'all said about Marcus Luttrell. I had a chance to meet him not too long ago, and you know, ever since I came in the military and lost friends in the service, it's a whole different story. And you know, like I said, it's not something you think about one day. You know, it's something you think about all the time. But you know, it's just you know, these guys, when you're over there fighting, you're not, you know, you are fighting for your country. That's what you go in there for. But you're also fighting for your brothers that are right there with you. So these are guys that are so close to you, and you spend a lot of time with, and they are like brothers. So it's tough. It's tough losing those guys. And you know, also on Memorial Day, I'm not, you know, I'm sad, but I'm also grateful for the ultimate sacrifice that so many people gave, and I'm also grateful that you know, that Americans are so appreciative of the sacrifices that we made. You know, you know, with this, you know, that's how I was able to get Rue and my first dog Nepal, and there's so many great organizations out there that help veterans. So I'm really appreciative and in what everyone does, and you know, what everyone thinks of us and how much they appreciate what we've done.
Well, we certainly appreciate you. We appreciate you being here and
Thank
a
you.
friend of the broadcast, and thank you for your service to our
Thank you
country.
very much.
You guys, Memorial Day, it's a time to remember those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, and it's also a great time to thank those who have served our country and those still serving to keep America free. We are going to be right back with a decorated World War II veteran, C.B. Perdue Jr. Stick around for that.